Hello, everyone. You get to enjoy lots of my awkwardness now, so yay! I was gonna do this down at the beach, but it started raining, so I am stuck in my fly shelter. Anyways, let's get on the go. So I asked everyone to submit questions, and now I have a bowl full. So let's get started on those. Okay. Corrine Amanda asks, who's your favorite Weasley? Okay, Ron. Definitely Ron. But Ginny's beautiful as well. Corrine says again, what's your favorite photograph you've ever seen ever? I'd say one by Lisa Harmson, the one where there's like the two people in the lake and it's like all purple with bokeh and everything. I'll put the name in the description since I don't remember what it's called, but that one is just beautiful. Okay. Just Listen asks, what inspires you? Well, I always say that photography is like my diary, so mainly my emotions, but sometimes when I go to a new location, then if I see something in the new location that I think would be a good spot, then a picture just kind of pops into my head. How long have you been into photography, and was it always a passion of yours? Ashley Keeler. Well, I started photography, I think, 2 years ago, the summer after grade 7, and I'm going to grade 10 now. But I'd say I've only been doing self-portraits for the past year. Like, at first I was doing those, snapshots of, close-up macros that I thought were really cool and artistic, but now I look back on it and they actually suck. Corey and Amanda asks again, hello, if your house is on fire and you could only save one thing other than yourself, what would it be? I'd love to save my camera, but probably in the heat of the moment, it would be, my sister or my family, just because, I don't think I'd be thinking about my camera if I was like, oh my god, there's a fire. Okay. Just Listen asks, do you enjoy shooting a certain style more than others? This one is kind of hard to answer for me because I don't think I've really developed a style yet, but I don't think self-portraits are a style, but I think that the style of self-portraits that I do depends on whether I'm happy or sad at that point in my life, so I think what I enjoy doing varies.
What are you doing in tent?
Okay, hi again. There are people there. Okay. Kayla Gunter asks, around what time do you like to shoot? I think I'm happiest with the way my photos turn out when I shoot around sunset, so around 7:30, 8 o'clock. Okay, Lauren Bailey wonders, what camera do you use? Well, I use a Lumix Panasonic GF2, and I have a 14-42mm lens, but I'm trying to save up for a 1.4. Ashley Keeler wonders, what's your favorite subject to shoot? It sounds really egotistical, but I'm gonna say me just because I do self-portraits, but every now and then I do love to shoot my sister or my friend, other people to model for me. Recently I shot a concept with someone else that wasn't me, and I really liked it, so I'm gonna look more into that in the near future. Lauren Bailey again asks, where's your favorite place in the world? Recently, I've developed a new love for Fogo Island. It's just off the coast of Newfoundland. And we went there for a couple days with our friends, and it was absolutely beautiful. So I'd probably say Fogo right now. Just Listen asks, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? I really want to go to Poland and Europe and see all the concentration camps and Anne Frank's house and stuff, because I've always been really interested in history and the Holocaust, so if I could go anywhere right now, that's probably where I'd be. Okay, Extra Medium wonders, if you could live anywhere in the world for photography's sake, where would it be? I always look at people that live in Australia, like Christian Benetel and Kiara Rose and stuff, and I see the most beautiful locations ever. So I think if I could ever go there and like get a guide or something to show me around, I think it'd be awesome to go there for location wise. Valerie Kaczynski asks, what's your favorite photo you've ever taken? The one that pops into my mind right now is the one I took called Oh Canada, but normally I like a lot of my shots, but that's the first one that comes into my head, so that one, I guess. Just because the sun flare was beautiful. Okay, Valerie again says, what's your favorite Pokemon? Okay, sorry Valerie, I've never seen Pokemon, and I think I've read a book about them once when I was like 8, so I really have no idea, but I think Jigglypuff is really cute, so I'm just gonna go with that. Okay, Eva Mary says, what inspires you to take pictures? Well, like I said, like, my emotions, and locations as well, but sometimes I'll find a prop that really gets ideas flowing. Like when I was out in Fogo, I found an old telephone on a beach, and now I've got lots of ideas for that. But also, like when I see beautiful pictures on Flickr, it strives me to do better, so that gives me inspiration as well, but my emotions are the main one. Okay, Kira Elizabeth says, what's your favorite editing technique? Lately, I don't know if it's my favorite because I'm finding it really repetitive, but I've been using layer masking a lot because I've recently learned how to expand, and so I'm using layer masking pretty much for everything. Otherwise, I use like curves and stuff, and when I do multiplicity, so layer masking is probably the one that's the most effective. Might not be my favorite, but it's the one I've been using the most lately. Okay. Next question is from Lauren Bailey, and she asks, who's my favorite band? I think I follow more independent artists like Ed Sheeran and Katy Perry and stuff, but yeah, I don't really know how to answer this question because I don't really think I'm into any bands per se. Okay, Lauren Bailey again. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? I think I'd get rid of the annoying paranoia I have, the little voice in the back of my head that always thinks there's like something deeper going on. My paranoia really annoys me, so I think I'd get rid of that. Okay, Kira Elizabeth says, again, what is your favorite color to incorporate in pictures? I really like red, but I only have one red dress. But I think my favorite tones to edit in are like purples. Okay, Just Listen says, do you have a favorite book or song? My favorite book series is Harry Potter and the Hunger Games, but I read a book recently called Cinder, which was really good. My favorite song right now, Chasing the Sun by The Wanted, is stuck in my head a lot, but also Merry Go Round by Casey Musgraves and The A-Team by Ed Sheeran. Eva Mary says, what was the best thing you did this summer? Earlier, like when I first got this question, I didn't really know how to answer it, but now I know it was when we went to Fogo Island because I had such a good time, and it was just so beautiful there, and I definitely want to go back, so I'd say that was the best thing. Okay, Whitewater says, how do you get your ideas, via dreams or just something popping into your head? Well, I hardly ever remember my dreams, which kind of sucks. Like, I had one dream, and I just dreamed that I was a person. I had wings, and I was holding an egg, and so I drew that out. But normally, something just pops into my head when like I said, I see a new location or a new prop or something like that. Just Listen says, if you went to Hogwarts, which house would you be in? Hufflepuff, for the win. Okay, Valerie Kaczynski says, what would you do if it was up to you to travel to Mordor to destroy the One Ring and rule them all? Okay, first I thought this was about Pokemon, but then my sister told me that it was actually about Lord of the Rings. Sorry, Valerie, I haven't read that or seen the movies either, so I have absolutely no idea. I don't even know what the One Ring is. Whoops. Okay, Ashley Keeler says, what's your favorite mode to shoot in? I love shooting in aperture priority, just because it gives me softer backgrounds, considering that my lens isn't like, it's not like a 50mm or anything like that, so I can't get bulky very easily. So when I shoot in aperture priority, it makes it easier on me. But lately I've been using manual more, just because I do expansions and stuff like that. So that's my favorite mode lately, probably, is manual. Okay, Eva Mary says, what do you want to do after school/college? I don't know what I want to do after college, because I don't even know what I want to do in college, so I know I want to do something creative and artsy with my life, but I don't exactly know what that is yet, so I'm hoping I'll figure that out really soon. My dream is to be a photographer, but I have no idea how to get there. So, I really don't know. I haven't figured my life out yet. Okay, Ashley Keeler says, where's one place you would love to go to photograph for a whole year? Like I said, Australia, but I think that going to Britain would be pretty cool too. Okay. There's only 4 questions left now. Ashley Keeler says, do you plan to stick with photography as you get older? I do. I really hope I do. I hope I don't just decide to stop it one day, because it is the hobby I've stuck with the longest now, and I do love it so much. Like, it's pretty much my life. So I really hope one day I don't decide to just give it up, because okay, 3 left. Lauren Bailey says, what's your favorite season? I'd say summer, just because there's way more time for photography, and it's just warm all the time, and there's no school, which is pretty good. Oh, no, there's 3 left now, because I got a question on Formspring this morning, so. Okay, 3 left. Country Music says, what are some things people think of as normal, but you find inspiring? Okay, definitely sunsets, the ocean, like, definitely nature a lot, but I find emotions pretty inspiring too. So, yeah, but I definitely say nature. Going to new places and seeing new locations, I think, just gets my mind reeling. Okay. Eva Mary says, what editing program do you use most? The only one that I use is GIMP, because I don't have enough money to pay for Photoshop, and I can't download the trial because all our computers are really old. So I use GIMP. I don't see anything wrong with it. Like, it's definitely good. I don't know now compared to Photoshop, but I think it's great. I'd like to use Photoshop, but I can't download it, which really sucks. So I use GIMP. Okay, so that's it for all the paper questions. Now, I think the one that Sierra Benavidez asked me one on Formspring this morning, and it was, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? And I'd have to say lemon meringue pie, because that's my favorite dessert. Okay, so that's everything, and thank you guys so much for asking all the questions. And I just want to say thank you to all of you for all the support I've been receiving lately, and I've made some great friends through Flickr. I have a bunch of pen pals, and so that's really great. So just thank you to everybody, and I'll see you soon.